Hello, hello, hello. Today is a joyous day. We have absolutely crushed Tesla on the dot. For those of you that have been loyal and loving to follow the stream every single week, we talked about this trend line right here, a very special trend line for a chart none other than Tesla. And we absolutely crushed it. Look at how quality of a buy this is. Let me just circle this just to know how lucky and privileged we are to just have such a great buy opportunity before Tesla immediately skyrockets 40% in like less than a week. Glory to God, we have done it again, my friends. Look at that. We bought right here, 141 to 143, booms up to 194. We're already pressing back up into the old range, which we want to see explosive growth over. Tesla for the win. We crushed it. We're the best. Yes, you said it. I'm just agreeing with you. Everything is good and fine and dandy, and I'm beyond excited. So we are pressing up against our descending resistance here, but I expect that to continue in our favor. Very strong reversal for this stock. I expect nothing but wonder and joy from this point forward because we absolutely crushed it because we're the best and we're ahead of it. And remember, we've been talking about this for how long now? Weeks and weeks and weeks. Waiting. We were waiting, just waiting for that opportunity to start buying 140. And here it comes. There is something about being prepared when the moment comes to just absolutely crush. One second, let me type this. So all right. Sorry, I just wanted to repost this here so that everybody can get in. But as I said, boom, 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 boom. RB, my man, I'm happy to see that. Happy to hear that. Just keep it rolling, baby. Do not change what you're doing. Do not over allocate. Do not shit the bed. Do not chase some stupid trade you don't need to chase. Keep it simple, take it slow, follow the protocol, follow the plan. You will make more money than you can even imagine in the shortest amount of time. So Colamp, how much do you think Tesla will go up the next week? Well, our next range on Tesla, which we're going to break this down a little bit after we go through the SPY, is a break above 203, which will give us room to 266. This is a long-term position for me. I have a lot of money. I think I have like 20 grand in this trade, and I intend to let it sit, rip, and ride. So we'll get into that more deeply here shortly. I want to start, as we always do, with our SPY analysis, go into the S&P and understand the general market conditions that we face ahead of us right now. Things are looking pretty interesting. It does look like that faith has exited or that fear has exited and faith has entered the market. Most notably with this drawdown today to 507, which was quickly snapped back up by larger than normal buying volume with a new high priced in today. I think that we are in a great position to see more upside, targeting 513 if tomorrow continues with strength. So that's where we're going to start with. We are going to look at the bullish scenario first and foremost. Again, as long as we're staying above 507.87, I think we're going to be bullish in the interim, in the medium term. But I think more importantly, if we can open above 509.55, we're going to see a nice strong push to the upside tomorrow, targeting 513. So let's go in and look at exactly the options trade. For those of you that traded live with us Friday, we took that overnight lotto for I think about 80% return on investment. It was a phenomenal trade. I loved it. It was delightful. Everybody enjoyed it. It was just wonderful. We crushed it. It was a blast. My orders filled without me even looking at my phone, which is always a delightful element. You always want that. When you can get that to happen, that's how you know you're in a good spot, guys. When you can have your orders so carefully calculated that it explodes immediately upon posting, you know you are in a good position and that everything is set up for you to succeed. So it's a beautiful thing. We did a great job. I'm very excited for the week coming ahead. So let's take a look at the SPY options chain. Oopsies. So again, we want to go 3 weeks out. You know the protocol. I'll take 18 days. I don't mind it right now because this is going to be a shorter trade. That we got our 513 right here. This thing's run up quite a bit. So again, we're looking at the 513 call on May 17th expiration. To go back to the chart, here's what we are expecting right here, right now. So that would be the SPY 513 call, and the expiration was May 17th. And we set above top of range 509.58. And guys, we've been doing this for weeks and weeks and months and months. If you don't trust these price levels, then you can just go ahead and click exit right now because we got enough proof to say you told you so and you should have been following them all along. This is the greatest juice you're going to get in the market. I give it away for free because I think a tide raises all good. High tide raises all boats. I want to see everyone thrive here. I don't give a shit what you buy. I don't care to sell you anything. I just want you to make some money. While I'm talking you through this, I'm going to just do a quick check. I did order chicken sandwich from Arby's. I'm hoping it arrives soon. I feel like death and I'm starving. And so we're going to hope that Miko, our dasher, gets here quickly from Arby's. Let's hope for the best. Prayers and best wishes. So for safe travels. So this is the top of our range right here, clearly indicated by this candle right here. Bada bang, bada boom, 509.50s or so. We are going to be looking at that 513 call. So let's make this chart a little bit bigger. So basically, if we open and stay above 509.60, give or take a few cents, looking at an open no lower than here, bounce, 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 we should see a nice move to the upside throughout the day, which means we are going to ride these calls up to 513.13. And it's going to be a beautiful day and a beautiful time for all of us, boys and girls. It's going to be wonderful. Why? Because we know the SPY in and out. We've mapped out the levels. We've already done the work, guys. This is a kind of a symptom of compounding returns in a wonderful way, right? So because we know this chart so well, in and out, it is so easy to jump in based on where it's at in price and crush it. So basically, what we're going to do is this. That's our bullish scenario. I want to go ahead and get rid of this right here. Delete it. Our bearish scenario is relatively unimportant. I'm not going to lie to you, because unless we break significantly below 507.94, I'm not trading to the bottom. All right, excellent question. Are we just going to sidetrack from SPY here? Let's see what this question is. Okay, Colamp, you're going to be the focus of our attention today because the SPY is easy. We know that in and out. So I have $14.23 in my Robinhood account. I'm about to sell $55 worth of a share of AGBA. Any idea of what you do with $68? What is your level of expertise in trading, would you say? Of 1 being absolute beginner, I know nothing, and 10 being I'm the best in the world. Where would you rate yourself? Honest rating. Honest rating, my friend. Where would you rate yourself? Again, if 0 is I know nothing and I suck, 10, I'm the best in the world. 1, so brand new, okay? First and foremost, I would say don't expect anything other than to lose. I would say the first 90 days. I know that sounds crazy, but here's why I say that. If you have that small of an account, here's what I would do. If I'm you, right? If I'm you, which is like a little more handsome version of me, right? I'm assuming you're slightly more handsome than me. Then I would expect to lose the first 90 days. And here's why, but not with real money. And I think that's the key point here. Not to lose with real money. What I would do is I would take that account. I'm going to put this away because it's first of all, sign up and create a paper trading account on Webull. It's simple, easy, fast. Do it. I'm going to do you a solid. I'm going to give you a free membership to what we do. So you can start this out the right way because I love a good upstart. I don't know the best way to do this. Porter, you want to just drop your email? He could send you an email and you can get that worked out. But hey, I'm not done. It doesn't end there. So here's what you're going to do. I'm going to give you 1 free month only, okay, to really get started because everybody's time isn't free, but I care. So you're going to start that paper trading account. Here's what you're going to do. You are going to accept that you've already lost. First and foremost, easiest thing to do in the world. I have lost, but not forever. Once you've accepted that you've lost, you then can come from not a fearful perspective. Because that's the thing. If you're coming from a fearful perspective, you're going to lose a lot more and it's going to suck. When you're using a paper trading account, you couldn't possibly lose. You only win because you're not trading with real money. I want you to dive deep into all of our educational resources, mentors, coaches, and I want you to ask as many questions as possible, so much so that everyone thinks you're annoying. That's how you're successful. Because what they're going to teach you is that A, if you don't have a trading plan, then you've already lost. B, if you start off with real money and you don't get the losses out of the way so that you can carry the lessons with you, again, leave the loss, carry the lesson. But here's the thing. When you're paper trading, it doesn't carry a real financial ramification. You're trading with fake money, dude. So who cares if you lose? Who cares? I'm assuming you're not 70 years old. That means you have another 20, 30 years to make money doing this. Start the right way so that when you have $100 in your account, now here's the second part. I'm giving you that membership for free. Our shit is not cheap nor free, but I'm giving it to you for free. I want you to take that same amount of money and I want you to put it in that account. Not trade with it, not spend it on bullshit like Starbucks and other garbage. Put it in that account. Put $100 in that account. Then whatever your account value is, whether it's 200 or whatever, you're going to start a paper trading account with that same amount. Not 1,000, not 10,000. That would be dumb. You don't have 10,000. Start with the amount you actually have. And for the next 30 days, you attend every live stream, you go to every class, you ask every question that could possibly come to mind. You talk to the other members. There's thousands of people in there that give a shit about you and want to see you succeed, including me. I would say first start on the swing trading stuff. That's Mr. Stock Luck Profits, Lee. Focus on that swing trading stuff, which is 2 to 3 days, holds on average to anywhere to 7 days. I want you to first focus on, okay, I've got $200 in my account. I don't want to put more than basically like 10% of each trade into anything, right? But on the same note, it's like you can't have 40 different trades going at once. But here's the hardest part. Can you have the discipline to not trade with the full amount in your account? Something that nobody thinks about, asks about, or even ever considers. Just because you have $200 in your account does not mean you need to have $200 actively invested. That's just dumb. So what I challenge you to do is take, say, 20% of that account. Take one trade, no more than one trade a day. Don't have more than 2 trades open at once. Master the execution of those trades, even if the result of the trade is a loss. Because here's why. You didn't lose then. You mastered risk management, which means you're never going to lose your entire portfolio on one bad trade. And I think that's chicken sandwich juice. You're going to have to hold on one sec. Yeah. I should be getting paid by Arby's right now for this promo I'm about to do. Look at that. Curly fries. Yeah, even though it seems like I'm not taking it seriously, I very much so am. My kid has a football game tonight, and I need to eat before. So, I'm saying to you is this. You're getting the golden ticket. Don't shit the bed. You don't have to. I'm going to put you in position to succeed. But you have to take it seriously and yourself seriously enough to follow those simple rules. You do not have to have your entire portfolio in the market actively invested at all times. That's stupid. You always want to have some cash reserve in case a huge opportunity presents itself. So I'd challenge you to take that, say if you have $200 in your account and you take 20%, right? I challenge you to 10%, about 20, take that 40, $50, find one quality trade. I want you to follow what the coaches are teaching you so that you understand. Oh, Porter, make sure he gets put into Lee's group. Make sure you understand why the trade makes sense, what the upside is, like how far is it going to go, what is the downside. You should never go into any trade without understanding both the upside and the downside right off the bat. If you go into any trade saying, I think I can make this much, but I don't know how much I could lose, you've already lost, failed. It might work out that one time, but it won't the next, and you'll lose your whole portfolio. This is what everyone does time and time again. They do it over and over. I've watched this cycle for the last 5 years. Fortunate for me, a lot of the people that come and join the group and understand what we're about don't have to go through this cycle because they have us to tell them the truth, that trading is easy, but knowing yourself is not easy. That's why most people avoid it their entire lives. They don't want to know themselves. They don't want to truly know that they act out of greed and fear and all these other things, envy, and that it forces them to make terrible decisions that have real life impacts that then they resent themselves for choosing those things because they hate the impact. They hate the consequence in their life, but they look at it as somebody else's fault. Well, not. No one makes a choice for me. No one makes a choice for me. That was another suggestion about joining the Rags to Riches channel. Pookie, who is scary smart, will teach you exactly how to basically generate passive income for the rest of your life, leveraging a diverse section of dividend-paying assets. Let's do Arby's chicken sandwich test bite number 1. Go ahead and get yourself some Arby's. I know you're all thinking it. Worth it. Use promo code. No, I'm just kidding. I loved having Arby's. Referral deal. So those dicks didn't give me a straw. Bastards. But yeah, I'm glad you're here, man. I'm glad you joined this stream. I mean, just don't be short-sighted. Like, you're not here to just, I need to make $400. That's dumb. Why would you do that? You probably don't know me or anything about me, but I lived my whole life making short-term decisions, and I ended up miserable. It wasn't until I could finally see the writing on the wall clearly enough, that I could understand every decision has an impact. Sometimes I can't see it right away, and that sucks. And with trading, I would say it's even more pronounced because you make 5 bad trades that you don't realize lead you to make an absolutely horrible decision 6 months down the road with a very large position that destroys your entire account. And then you're sitting there going, oh my God. But here's the thing is you're so still in that moment, so short-sighted that you're staring at the one small mistake you just made right here and now, not realizing that you were given an opportunity from God, whatever the market, whatever you believe in, 6 months ago on those 5 bad decisions to learn from your mistakes and change them. In case in point, not to go too much on it, but case in point, I lost like 40-something thousand, almost $40,000 on one single trade. But it wasn't that trade. It was the 10 times I got away with it, or the 10 times I got away with losing very minimally, doing that same risky bullshit. That's the real culprit of why I lost so huge on that one trade, is because I somehow got away with it 3 or 4 times. Think about people that commit crimes, right? You commit it once, it's a thrill, and say you get away with it. So you up the ante, commit a bigger crime, and then eventually go away for a hell of a lot longer. It wasn't just that one, it was the series. So if you look at your life as the sum of choices, it's twofold. One, you are the result of those choices, right? Whoever you are as a person right now, you are the result of those choices. 2, the way the world sees you and other people see you and treat you and engage with you is also a consequence. But those are 2 different elements. I'll tell you something very insightful. Someone said to me once that the world is not happening to you. You are happening to it. So when you look at the market as screwing you, when you look at it as one bad trade ripped you off, or market makers, or whatever bullshit everyone comes up with, just know that it's not true. It's a decision you made. It was a consequence of the decision you made. And had you been properly prepared, you wouldn't even have been shocked by what happened. So case in point, right? When I get into a trade and I know exactly what I'm willing to lose, I know exactly what I'm hoping to make. If my stop loss gets hit and I have that loss, the loss was exactly the amount that I had expected to lose. No surprise, which here's the best part. It means all the emotional turmoil that comes with it, all of the baggage, I also don't have to carry because I knew what I was getting into. It's like when you go to a job interview, you know, there's two outcomes. I get the job, I don't get the job. It still sucks if you don't get the job, but at least you went into it knowing it was one of the two outcomes. So that's my challenge to you, is to be psychotically honest with yourself. Enough so to treat yourself well. Like, that's what self-love really is. I guess we're going there today. That's all self-love is honesty. Honesty with yourself. If you're not honest with yourself, then you're full of shit to everyone. If I can't tell myself the truth, I can't tell you the truth. So that's the question. Ask yourself, Mr. Colamp, look in the mirror and say, am I willing to tell you the truth to yourself? And if you are, you'll be fine. In life, in trading, you'll be great at it. Because these skills are not that complicated. It's more about how quickly you can do it after time, right? Like, I can look at a chart in 5 seconds and know if it's a good opportunity, versus it used to take me a few weeks, and my degree of confidence was a lot lower. Now, I just take a peek, boom, done. I know. So let's get you in the position where you know how to do this stuff, but you also trained your eye to know when an opportunity looks good or does not. And don't just take my word for it. There's probably 40, 50 people on here right now that have been here with us for years, and I've been teaching and talking to and learning from for years, that could speak to what I'm talking about right now. Ooh, who's that? City Life, hashtag Los Angeles. True in life, there are givers and takers. What are you going to be in the stock market? Pretty much. How old are you, my friend, Mr. Colamp? What say you for your age? Been getting a lot of high school. 14. Holy shit, dude. Cheers to you, my friend. If you're this young and you're already starting on this stuff, dude, you're going to crush it in life. If you could master what I'm talking about right now, dude, you're going to be one of the greats. I'm proud of you. I'm happy for you. I don't know what the terms of service are for our stuff with under 18. Tell your parents to buy you a membership so you can get it for the whole year. And do the free month either way. Oh, Tammy in the house. No way. Miss TNT herself. Everyone raise a glass to, I think, one of the first 10 OGs, one of the first 10 members we ever had. I don't know. I do love motivational speaking. That'd be cool. Get paid just to go talk. Who would know? Yeah, dude, you're in a phenomenal position to thrive right now, and I just really hope you take advantage of it, because everything is working in your favor right now. And I will say this, there's no other group that exists and not even just an opinion, I'll say it as fact, that will give enough of a shit about you to really nurture you to become great at this. And I'm sorry for cussing. Oh, Charlie. Do it, man. My kid's 12. I'm trying to get him into it. I mean, I hope my girls will do it more so, but that's the goal, man. I mean, think about it. You start playing sport. This is not that crazy and complicated. I mean, you could have so many wonderful conversations with kids around this subject. Like, emotional discipline, like managing expectations. Like, think of how many life lessons. Okay, well, actually, I don't give a shit. I don't think that's setting a bad example. I cuss in front of my kids. Judge me. Wait, is Charlie WB your dad? I'm so confused. Whoa, whole family event. That would be so cool. Amazing. We need to have like a kids curriculum that's maybe just boiled down to the simpler parts. I think that would be pretty cool. FYI, for those of you that are in lifetime and have kids, the lifetime membership is inherited, which hope you don't die. So sorry if that's morbid, but I thought that was worth mentioning. As long as we're still alive and here and doing this. So what do you know? But yeah, this took a weird turn, but right on. Yeah. This is good. Because honestly, I was not feeling just doing the rigmarole routine today. I was not feeling it. So this is way better. This I have a high degree of interest in. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Beautiful. So, yeah. So let's do a little pop quiz here. What is this little area right here we call? We got our top of range, bottom of range. What do we call this little in between right here? What do we call that? What do we call that? What is this area? Top of range? Yeah. Purgatory. Simple lesson. And a good example for Koala Lamp or anybody who has kids and you want to help understand this, think of baseball. When you're on the base path, would you rather be caught in the middle of two? Or would you rather be close to the base in case the ball gets thrown and they're chasing you down? Think of it anytime any kids or coaches ever got into like a rundown, right? Where they're throwing the ball back and forth, trying to chase the guy in the middle of the base path. You got caught. You got caught in the middle of the base path. That's not a great place to be. That's why we don't enter trades there, especially long-term ones or serious ones. We just don't. So for example, the bull case we're talking about for tomorrow, we're either going to see a slight dip to 509.60. That's our ideal buy area. Or we're just going to wait to see if it holds here and breaks lower or holds here and shoots back up. So our call scenario is valid both at 509.60s, 509.50, 509.60, and 507.90s. If it breaks below with confirmation, once again, let's go to the 30-minute, as we talk about every week. If we get this, this would not be a confirmation. This would be a failed confirmation. So see how the price comes down? The price pushed down here. Oh my God, we can just replay the chart. So this was today. This was how the SPY played out today. I don't want it to go faster than that. I kind of do. Let's wait till we get that. So there. Damn it. See? No, it's too fast. Son of a bitch. Let's go smaller. Okay, so we're going to press play. We're watching this chart play back, right? Boom. See that right? Oh my God, bastard. Flicked right back up. But did you see how we pushed down right there to about 5,714? Did you see that? Which happens to also, I believe, be our 200-day EMA. I believe we're set it up. Yep, that's our 200-day. So we bounced just off the 200-day. And see how that price snapped right back up? We can play it again so that you could really see it. You see that? It flicked down and then it came right back up, which means failed confirmation. This is a failed confirmation. The price breaks below, but it does not hold there, and it closes above our key pivot point, which is 507.91. That's how we know it's not breaking down and going bearish today. What sucks is I was on a call, but I was on my phone, and I saw this happening, and I wanted to go calls here right as it flicked down, but I couldn't get it out in time because that would have been a nice rip to the end of the day. So let me find an example of confirmation. Let's see. Oh, we could just draw a new line right here. So we're looking at this line right here, guys. I'm going to show you what confirmation of a break below this looks like. Simply. See, there it is right there. Candle wick down. Yes, it came back up, but the second candle got rejected. As it came up, it got pushed back down. And then notice what happens. After you got that confirmation, look at that. You got your confirmation right here. Does everyone see how gold this is? Do you see how beautiful this is right here? Do you see how beautiful of an example of confirmation this is right here in real time on your chart, courtesy of me? Yes, no? Are you guys seeing this? Real time. Don't worry about the damn Arby's. Are you seeing this? There's a reason we use only the 15 and the 30 on confirmation. We'll do it one more time because no one's paying attention. Let's say we were aiming to go bearish below. This is a hypothetical, right? Let's say we were aiming to go bearish below 509.67. We want to see confirmation before we do. Breaks below. We don't have confirmation yet. Second candle below. Now we have confirmation. We pushed down to 508.72. That was not the buy. The buy was when the price came back up and got rejected off 509.67. That was the buy. That was the confirmation. That's when this trade would make sense to take puts here and trade to the downside. And look what happens right after we got that confirmation. Boom. Big money to be made. Free money. I'm giving you that sauce here, you guys. This is that great stuff. That's stuff you can't look away from. It's the golden ticket. That's confirmation in real time with an actual example that'll help you understand what you're looking at. Do you understand how important this is to understand? Does everyone get how critical of a lesson this is right now? Like, this is absolutely essential stuff, you guys. Now, this offers us a great opportunity that if you are getting value from what we're doing here, feel free to hit that thumbs up. Let us know you like it. Let us know you're satisfied and wanting more. That's how we know we're doing a good job. But that's what makes the SPY one of the easiest instruments to trade, in my opinion. If you're me or if you follow the stream, You should be always making money on the SPY. Always. Cake. So we'll quickly do our bearish scenario, and then we'll go right into smash or pass, going through the charts you guys want to see. But let's quickly talk bearish scenario here, which, again, I think is relevant because I don't think we're going to see it. So the only bearish scenario is the event in which we can't hold 507.74. And again, you get confirmation after it breaks, price tries to come back up, gets blocked. That's when you're going to see downside. But I don't even really care to go through that because I don't think it's going to happen. I'm that confident. But in the off chance it does, go into the options chain, same expiration, switch into puts here. We would be shooting for, I think if we sell off hard. The last time we moved through this range was strong upside. From here to here, let's call it 503.5. We would aim for, going to the options chain here, we would look at 504. 504 puts for May 17th. Again, going back to the chart here, if we get confirmation that we break below 507.91 and we're also below this 200-day EMA, it's going to go down. It's down. It's done. Bearish. Bye-bye. So, yeah. But more than likely, the bullish to the upside. All right, let's do it. Smash or pass, game time. Drop your tickers in the chat. Just one per comment. You could do more than one, but just only one comment at a time, so that way I can pull it up on the screen. I'm going to smash the sandwich real quick, so I'm going to give you guys a second. Boom, I'm back. All right, for those of you that drop a ticker in the chat, I'll ask that you drop one per comment. We're going to go through these charts very quick. All we're looking at here is the opportunity to go long. We are not diving deep into both sides of the trade. We are just looking at the one. This is for all you long, strong, long boy traders out there that just want to go long once, cash in, and sit on your ass while you make some money, and I respect it. So let's get into it. We'll start with my man Cools here, looking for Penn Entertainment, Penn Gaming, what have you. Gambling, sports betting, sports books, blah, 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 blah. On the weekly chart here, this actually does look mildly interesting, but on the same token, there are better opportunities than this. Yeah, this is getting a no from me, dog. That's going to be a pass. This one has potential, but unfortunately for now, it's going to be one that I don't want to taste nor touch until find stable footing. And it looks like there's more downside incoming. Volume picked up today, but that reversal ain't there yet. So it's unfortunately going to be doesn't mean no for me, dog. To quote the late great Randy Jackson. Going right into it, MSTR from Jathan. Bitcoinathan Jathan. MicroStrategy following the Bitcoin chart like a stalker, which is cool, I guess. Very, very interesting here in the weekly. Let's look at the monthly. The monthly is what interests me. This looks like it's given up about 2/3 of the move, but is holding above this previous range, 1309, which was the top before. I think this would be a prime time candidate for a nice fib retracement, just to get an idea of what kind of range we're working with here. So there's the rejection. It couldn't handle the full, let's put this full screen, couldn't handle the full 1.61 extension there. This thing could be a little wild. I'm going to say right now that I'd watch this 1328 right there, that midpoint between this huge candle. I mean, I would have expected personally to see 3 of these boys on the monthly, but it doesn't look like it's happening. And on the daily, it does look like you're getting a little bit of curl there and a little taste of stability and strength. And I would say that this is probably going to follow in kind with the top of this last range. So I'd say that you got a pretty good canvas to work from right here, as long as it stays north of this line. So I'd say the bulls still have some control, but this move up to the upside, it was almost too pronounced, so much so that I think it's probably putting too much fear in the market. So I'm going to say right now it's say more of a tender caress kind of moment, because really we haven't made a decision yet. When we trade above 1330, we've made a decision, and I would say, smash it to the fence, because it's going to probably push back to $2,000. But until it's made that decision, I'd say $1,000 and below is still on the table, even though it does have that trend support there. So I'd take that for what it's worth. Boom, boom. Agba from my man Kuala Lumpur. Agba. No idea what the hell this is, but oh god. All right, looks like it's pumped from the bottom of the depths, the trenches below. Oh, there you go. Stocks Buddy nailed this at 34 cents for 1,000% ROI. Stocks Buddy for the win. If you haven't tried this indicator yet, I definitely would. I just dropped a link in the comments. Definitely Quench this. It'll satisfy your needs. But I would say this one right now is dicey, but I will say that trading above $2 is pretty favorable. The volume really tapered off, so I'd be very, very, very careful. If you were green on this one, this is the kind of trade to definitely take some profits out of while you're still in a favorable position. It is trading right along the top side of those EMAs. However, you're looking at your final EMA cross here, which means you could see more upside, but I would definitely put a stop loss in place, especially if you're green on the position. This looks like pump and dump until it's not, and it's one of those ones where it's trading at 30 cents and now it's trading in the 2s and the 3s. It's a different market. So just be careful, be careful, be careful. This is definitely a be careful. I would say that all bets are off below $2. This thing could go right back down to $1. So this is definitely a stop loss in place, play it safe kind of trade there. Tina. Oh, Mara, that's a good one. I was just looking at this one the other day. Really struggling here, surprisingly so. This was the trend that we needed to see continuance and confirmation upon. It is not yet happening, but the chart isn't all lost, I would say. If you go to the weekly here, this chart actually doesn't look too bad. You're just getting consolidation in the range. But again, remember, we don't smash when we're in no man's land. We want to either buy this at $5 or sell it at 28, or buy the breakout over 28. I would say right now that if it gets over 20, then it's worth the conversation. So I would say right now It's got to be over 20 or it's not worth taking a second look at. Just between us girls here. Just between us girls here. All right. Tammy. BMY. Ooh, Mr. Myers Squibb. Oh, what happened? Damn it. I have a bunch of this in my retirement from when they did that Celgene acquisition. This chart looks terrible. This chart looks absolutely terrible. If this doesn't hold, 43 doesn't hold, this thing's going to be garbage. No. How could this happen? This is no good. This will simply not do. Tammy, I'm a little spooked about this. I'm not gonna lie. I don't like it. I'm gonna have to sell it. It's disappointing. I just don't like it at all. The downside from here is it's like 50%. Like what in the hell is going on here? Ugh. I need to figure out what account that's in and get my advisor to dump that. That's disappointing. Disappointing to say the least. Affirm. Oh man, this one was so fun. And I want it again. So we pushed 51 and then really slowed down. That's the monthly. Let's go to the daily here. I hate when I have to do this a bunch. I feel like the breakout's coming. It's been a long road. Remember, we were trading this one from down here. It ended up going to 51. Then it broke down. My stop loss hit on the remainder of the position. And from here, I think that this thing is just needed to reclaim that wave, man. We found that 200-day EMA. We found it to be a peaceful soft landing. I think if we can push above from here, this thing can have some pretty decent headroom. I think back to 50 is definitely on the table if we can hold that 200-day. So I will say that above that 200-day, I very much so like this right now. Very much so. CVX. Is that Chevron? How is OL doing right now? OL. That does have a curl to it. See, you could tell a lot by like the visual of the chart, right? This was always begging for downside. All these moves were begging for downside. There's that W that played out perfectly. Now you're seeing more of the opposite. You're starting to get those curls to the upside, which makes me pretty optimistic that this is our midline, 169. So I will give or take 165, 167. So I will say that from here, there's really no upside until we break that. So it's going to be this is one that's like, hold it close, hold it tenderly, but don't commit. That's what I'll say for that right now, right here, right now. That's what I would do, because until you get that, you're just going to be buying right before you bash your head against the ceiling. Not worth it. Not worth it at all. TKO from Duck. It's just like the fighting / drink supplement / something else group. Above 88, I don't hate it. It's looking pretty bullish right now. You got your little cuppy handle right there, a little explosive pattern. We'll see this push 96. I'm gonna say it's getting a light smash because there's still a touch of upside here. I don't love it. Like I don't see massive potential, but I still think it's worth looking at. SMCI, this is an interesting one. So much like NVIDIA, this thing has just picked right back up. And I have to tell you, me and Shy, we're just talking about this one. If you guys missed it last week, I think, where were we? We were trading last week like 700s, and we gave it a smash, and it boomed. So, yeah, I think that was like 30% plus upside. Then, but I'd say that was the opportunity to really smash this thing past it. I'd be very careful. U.S. Steel, that's gonna be a no for me, dog. They're in a rough spot, man. I live right near them. No rev share for the workers. Just like they did not do well this quarter. Things do not look to be shaping up too well. It's a long way down from the top. And although, like in a long-term view, over 31, they're okay. Right here, right now, I don't like anything about it. SGD. What is this, man? Qual, we're going to have a chat. Bringing me a lot of pump and dump, guy. Pass. I'm going to tell you that there's poop and dump. Don't even want that. No pump, just poop and dump. Stay away from these. Cut all these out of your line of vision. Don't even allow yourself to see these. And always bring them to the group. Now this one is interesting. Absolutely garbage, but I don't know if I'm insane. I feel like waiting for this to totally bottom and reverse split is probably the way. But then again, might not happen. But I will say that this one looks pretty rough right now. But I am kind of liking what I'm seeing. Above 260, though. I don't like it right here. I just like it above 260. Actually, no. I'm going to trust my better judgment. Hasn't reversed yet. I'm not going to touch it. Poet. Is that serious? Poet Technologies. Oh, wow. What a breakout. What a boom. What a boomsicle. What's the reason for this breakout? Was it driven by real value or meaningful news? That'll be a breakout only. Breakout only. Oh, that's a good one. ENPH. End phase is looking like very interesting little critical mass. So you guys remember I outlined this 113 is kind of my pivot point here. So this might be a prime time opportunity to buy. So I'm going to add it to the top of the list. I really just want to see how the price interacts here. I think we're getting close, but we're not quite there yet, unfortunately. But yeah, I think that this is very, very good. All right, one more. Aaron L. Hood. Robin Hood made a lot of money on this boy. Remember what we talked about. As long as we can stay north of the 1650s, 33 is on the table. We need this to consolidate and hold here before we see more upside. I guess if you haven't been in, this is not the worst place to get in, as long as you have a very tight stop in place. Potential losses of like $1, $1.50 a share. And that's it, and that's all. That's it, and that's all. All right, I'm Smash Wrestlers. Couldn't get to my kids' football game. I love y'all. Stay blessed now. Mr. Koala Bear, Koala Lampor, Cola Lamp. I'm going to see you in there, babe. Thanks for coming, everybody. I love you. I appreciate you. I'm going to see you on Friday for more live trading. We've hit now. We're batting like 99% with the option spreads. The Tesla spread just took 70% from Friday to Monday. Unbelievable success, unbelievable results. If you want access to those trades and all the additional exclusive live streams, if you want to have your own trading coach and you want them to teach you a specific strategy where they focus on you and teach you every little bit of the secret sauce, again, that's at the website. I'm also going to drop this in the comments. There's a good video to watch to see if you're going to be a good fit for what we do. See if you're a good fit for what we do and whether you'll be a good candidate of the program. I just dropped the link in there. It's this link right here. There's like a short 4 or 5 minute video, explains everything we do, and you can figure out whether it actually is something that you'll be successful in. If you're not going to be successful, don't sign up, because we ain't got time for nonsense. But I love y'all. Stay blessed now. Bye-bye.